What's going on, everybody? It's Two Bright Guys, 120 watts, podcast edition, raw, uncut, and we saying whatever the fuck we want to say.
Here you go. He couldn't wait to cuss.
Release me.
Couldn't wait to cuss.
Take the cuffs off your boy.
Couldn't wait to cuss. That's all you wanted to do. Let's go, man.
Let's do it.
Let's get it popping.
Come on.
This podcast shall be called Lil Tay Needs Her Ass Whooped.
Lil Tay mama need her ass whooped.
No, Lil Tay need her ass whooped too.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Because if you're going to appropriate the culture, then you have to... Hold on. If you're going to appropriate the culture, then you need to get everything appropriated.
Okay.
So if you want to take this culture and all the good, the dancing, the laughing, and the joking, take this ass whooping too.
I'm with it.
If you're gonna appropriate some shit, take this struggle.
Yep.
Take this ass whooping. And that's exactly what happened with your mama getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the video that they posted about her in front of the green screen and her brother was coaching her on how to talk black? You didn't see that?
No.
Oh my gosh. She was like, y'all, what'd she say? Y'all broke as fuck, y'all poor. He was like, no. You gotta say, y'all motherfuckers be broke and y'all motherfuckers be poor and this, that, and this. My man from what's the movie Hidden Figures? I mean, not Hidden Figures, The Colors.
Right.
He posted it on his Instagram page. Oh, wow. But her brother was like coaching her in front of the green screen and her mom was like in the background yelling. It's like, Mom, shut up. I'm on the what's name? I'm recording.
And then all that money probably was that fake ass Amazon money.
Listen, man, rule one. You can't say, Mom, shut up, I'm recording. Mom would have whooped that ass.
Yep.
A black mom, you can't even say huh in the black household. Huh?
If you say yes wrong. Yes? What you mean yes?
What you mean? Huh?
And the key word or phrase that come out, because I done said it several times. I ain't none of your little motherfucking friends.
And then I think about how you felt when your mom said that to you and you didn't want to treat her like that. Now think about how you felt. Think about how your kids might feel when you say it to them. Like, I don't mean you one of my friends.
We gonna get these lines established.
Fast.
Real fast.
And that's what the problem is. Lil Tay want to appropriate the culture.
But you know what the other part of the problem is that we're entertained by it. We accept it and we push it. If that shit would have got the kibosh from jump, like, look here, little motherfucker, you and whoever done put you up to this shit.
Well, we've been doing it forever. The Cash Me Outside girl.
Yep.
What's the other girl that be saying nigga all the time because she got a black boyfriend? She really ain't got no top lip. The other black girl that came down crying and hugging her. I can't think of her name. But all that shit, but it's getting views, and views generate money.
Yep.
And I think we as a people cannot turn away from a train wreck. And the money generating culture is the urban culture. I hate the word urban, but the black culture.
Right.
And so that now they can take the culture without taking the black people. You could just put a white person or an Asian kid. Imagine if a black kid was doing that shit. Imagine, man. That shit would be the end all be all, man.
Right.
So the name of this podcast is Lil Tay Need Her Ass Whooped. Because if she want to get the real culture, drop her ass off in the hood.
Yep.
Drop her off at her granny house. Drop her off at her granny house.
Ain't gonna happen.
And let her cry thinking you finna come pick her up and your grandma say take your ass to sleep.
Ain't gonna happen.
Your mom ain't coming here tonight.
Ain't gonna happen, bro. Period.
So now her mama lost her job. She'll probably get another job. I seen them.
I think they're taking her license, bro.
But I've already seen them on like Good Morning America. Tay said this is what she wants to do. This is how she wants to live.
So she want to act like a black person?
She want to act like an ass. And I think this is the reason why this is the reason why the culture's messed up, man. I'm sorry. I was thinking about what I was gonna say because I seen him on Good Morning America and she was like had her tears all scheduled. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that bullshit.
So Lil Tay need her ass whooped. First and foremost.
Stop co-signing and endorsing that bullshit.
And the reason why it happens is because the rap culture is so open. It's nothing wrong with that. But now you don't need rappers who really went to the struggle, who really went through the struggle. You don't need that. You can get Tekashi 6ix9ine and them big ass fake diamonds in his mouth or whatever he got, and that purple and whatever hair.
Right.
And that's just entertaining. They think they can really rap. No, we're here to laugh at you.
That's bullshit.
So that's one of the biggest problems. And then transferring over into the culture some more, the NFL. And I say the culture because 85% of the players in the NFL are black.
Yep.
No black owners. Have a few black head coaches. So, and then the NFL players, if you haven't heard, the NFL passed a law or a bylaw within the organization where you can't kneel. Right. If you kneel during the national anthem, you will get fined, penalized. So it'll penalize your team 15 yards, and you will get fined. You'll lose money. So I feel like the only reason they did that is because they wanted to show they had authority.
Right.
Because people were saying, all right, the black players are walking over you guys. Now, you don't have to come out. If you don't want to come out during the national anthem, you can stay in the locker room as a player.
Right.
But you cannot kneel on the field. That doesn't include the cameraman. That doesn't include the concession stands. That doesn't include none of that. Cops open the energy drink. That's not a beer.
It is a beer.
I'm
getting my Stone Cold on.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Man, please.
And that's the bottom line.
So,
cause Stone Comp said so. My brother gonna love that because he the biggest Stone Cold fan. I was not. I respected him, but you know who my guy was?
Who?
You already know who.
I don't know.
The most electrifying man in sports entertainment. That was my guy.
The Rock?
Of course. Who else? I did the eyebrow and everything in school. Motherfucker, what? I walked around with a championship belt because I was the champ in that bitch.
I see.
Real matches and everything.
Do you still watch wrestling with your son?
I be at work, but I went to wrestling matches and let me tell you,
I've been to one.
The shit ain't like you watching on TV.
No, it's athletic. You have to be athletic.
You get in. You're entertained. You get caught up in the hype. You be hyped in a motherfucker in that bitch.
You got to be athletic.
I love it.
You got to be athletic. I can tell. Well, I can tell. I see.
The new shit is whack though.
I can see you're enthused about it.
New shit is whack.
Garbage B.
Garbage. Truck juice.
Okay. Well, I brought the NFL topic up because you are so passionate about it.
Let's go.
You're so passionate about it. So how much money will the NFL lose this year?
Unfortunately, man, I don't think they're going to lose a whole bunch of money.
No, it'll get worse.
I'm going to tell you why they ain't going to lose no money. For the same reason why George Zimmerman can put the gun he killed Trayvon Martin up for sale and motherfuckers is in a bidding war for it. The same reason why listen. The same reason why the Charleston shooter can put a GoFundMe page up and that bitch hit big money fast. The foundation of this country is built on racism. Okay? And part of the problem, because you already know that I am a Second Amendment firearm advocate. Like, I'm all about that.
But that ain't got nothing to do with the kneeling in the NFL.
Let me, can I tie this on the ball? Let me put it up, okay? I'm about that life because I know for a fact that at any given moment in America, Tyra Banks had to show America's Next Top Model. It could be America's Next Top Nigga. Whoever they deem necessary as a threat or a problem, that's you.
Well, they already done that.
It's
already been decided.
But I'm saying black people, we gonna be on the bottom of the bottom for several reasons. Because one, we don't get our shit together and we don't know how to be unified. Okay, unlike other cultures in this country, we don't know how to work together without it being a bunch of bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, because we get individualized when we get together.
It's bullshit. Okay, but anyway, like I'm saying, this country was built for young white males to be successful and be the head of everything. And when there is a problem that is directly tied to young white males and all the extra bullshit that they go through, you divert the spotlight on them to something else. Oh, we need more of this and that, and we need more gun control. A criminal is gonna commit a crime regardless. One more law ain't gonna stop that shit. Okay, some of your most concentrated gun laws are in high communities of color. I'm gonna get off of that. Let's get back to the NFL. Okay?
You got to get that out.
I'm just saying. Like, you think about it. If I can disarm you and make you as weak as possible, you can't fight back. But
that's not the problem.
I'm telling you,
the food and the water the problem. I
mean, they're gonna kill you on multiple levels.
Oh,
it's
been going
right.
It's
so
happening.
Check it out. NFL. Okay, I haven't watched the NFL in quite a long time. I just haven't. Okay, because I saw what it was when it started unfolding. I seen it like a zenith. Like I seen that shit. Okay. It wasn't about Colin Kaepernick getting a job. It was the fact that the NFL refused to step in and be that bridge, be that middle ground and say, you know what? There is a problem in this country with social injustice. Okay? How can we help?
But they don't help on no front. The medical front, the head injuries.
They do shit for show. Like, they'll do shit for breast cancer, and then they'll do a PSA about domestic violence, but yet again, you'll let a fucking kicker beat his wife and shit off every single fucking time, to the point that at the Pro Bowl, you got to put her and his kids in a separate hotel. Not hotel room, separate hotel.
And he get a contract extension.
And he getting contracts. Like, come on.
I think he's out now, but
because that shit popped off. But I mean, but it's okay to commit all these other crimes and still play. But if you're talking about something,
well, and Kaepernick's not committing a crime. What they're doing is
it's
not
your
a crime.
First Amendment right.
What they're not doing, they're not committing a crime. But what usually happens in this country is that whatever the glaring problem is, they will hit you with the okie doke. Look over there. Look over here. So they're gonna gift wrap it as being disrespect to the flag. Because again, like Compton, they don't want to address it, but they don't address any issues in the NFL. I had a family member that played pro football, and he told me years ago, and I was asking him like, yo, like, what's up with the NFL? How is it? He told me out his mouth, the NFL feels like slavery. He said when you're on the field, you're working out, those guys come down, he's talking about the owners.
Yep.
The rich men come down, and they kind of just fold their arms and kind of nod their head like, yes. And he said it makes you feel like either a slave or a piece of meat, like an animal. He said because
look at the draft process.
Yeah, the draft process, and he said just in general, they kind of play with your manhood, and you have coaches talking to you crazy, whatever, which is a part of the sport. I understand that, but he said it feels like slavery, and I never really understood what he was saying until like recently. Until they're taking away these guys' livelihood simply because they're protesting the fact that black people are getting killed all over.
Right.
Or not just black people. People in general are just getting murdered by the police, and they're getting off. So,
and no repercussions.
I think the NFL gonna take a big hit this year. I think they're gonna take a big hit.
I didn't watch one game all year last year.
And it cost them money last year.
Okay. I am going to continue to not watch the NFL. Okay, and from a parent standpoint, I am relieved that my son has zero interest in playing football.
From a health standpoint or from a monetary?
Multiple reasons. Health, kids getting concussions and getting all fucked up in the head. Okay, from the money standpoint, the contracts are shit. Okay, compared to basketball and baseball.
Compared to most sports, soccer, everything else.
Yeah, it's shit. I don't want that. And what's crazy is, like, I asked a friend of mine whose family, he played football, his family heavily invested, and I asked him, I said, well, so with y'all being so heavily invested in football, how do you feel about some of this? And he expressed that it's troubling with some of the things that's going on, but he also says that he would struggle even more to take a sport away from his sons that love the game so much. So I understand that. I mean, for me, like I said, I'm relieved that mine's has zero interest.
And we're not saying football players are bad.
No,
just the organization.
No, not at all. And I mean,
not all organizations, because the owner of the Jets said he would pay any fines, fees, or infractions that his team basically picks up during any game.
And really, you know who I wish Al Davis was still alive. Because I'm going to tell you, the original owner of the Raiders, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, Al Davis, Raiders, let's go, okay, Raider Nation.
You can't say let's go, you ain't watch them. That's not good.
I still love the Raiders.
Okay.
I haven't watched the game because of the NFL, but the thing with Al Davis is if he was still alive, you know what he would be doing? He'd be telling the NFL, y'all can kiss my ass and we not going to do this because of this. He was probably one of the first people who had a black head coach. Like some of those things, like he was really about that shit. He ain't, Al Davis was a gangster.
It wasn't just about talk.
Nah, Al Davis, and when the NFL was like, you couldn't move your team, you know what Al Davis did? He moved his team. Fuck y'all, I'm gonna move it.
I feel like I feel like the NFL they lost some millions last year, maybe 60 million, 100 million, whatever. I think their total losses this year will reach hundreds of millions of dollars.
We'll see. I think that part of the losses from last year was because people were still kneeling and doing stuff. So, the fake patriots, as I like to say, I'm not supporting that. You're letting these kneelers, because that was the nickname for them, for the players that was protesting, kneelers.
Instead of niggers.
Yeah, sound real close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the black people aren't the only ones kneeling.
Right. But kneelers. But it's more black people doing it than whatever.
It's more black people in the league.
But let me tell you, Tom Brady, if he knelt and said this is some bullshit, force the NFL hand. They wouldn't have no choice. But he ain't gonna do it.
Nah.
You know why?
The Trump supporter.
That's his boy. Yeah. And they gonna stick together.
A lot of, like Kanye said in an interview a couple of weeks ago, a lot of rappers were the black Donald Trump, this, that, and this Donald Trump, this Trump, that Trump, because they didn't know that man.
Right.
Stop putting that man's name with yours. Stop putting people's name with yours, period. You don't know them people.
Nope.
You don't know them people. Movie characters, I understand. That's joking here and there, Black Panther stuff, whatever.
Right.
But you guys are talking about a person that you guys didn't know, and y'all gave him some validity, let me get that correct, gave him some validity, and that kind of helped steam. That kind of pushed him forward. Y'all gave him notoriety. Y'all kept saying his name.
Right.
It becomes a household name, so,
And you associated that with wealth and fortune and all that other
And then he ain't
bullshit.
got no money. Well, he didn't have no money. I mean, not the money that he was stating that he had.
So are you watching the NFL?
No. And
You
like
done?
I said last year.
Are you done?
Yes. And like
what
I said,
what is it going to take for you to return to watching the NFL? Because you watched the games last year.
Yeah, I watched some. I didn't watch them all. I don't have cable. So if I woke up and the Lions was on, I would check the score, go back and forth. I wasn't like, I got to see this game. Because I didn't care. I like football. I like college football more than anything. It's more competitive to me.
It's a bigger plantation.
Comp has harsh feelings about education as well. But
What you mean education?
well, football the correlation because you feel like they should get paid.
Yeah. Look how much money they make off of college football.
Yes, no, I agree. No, and they do get a stipend now. It's some money coming. They're going to filter it in because it's going to take time. I believe that they will get paid. It will cause a little more rift. It'll make the sport even more competitive from a team standpoint as far as practices and stuff. But I feel like the NCAA players will get paid.
And I like to say this because I want to wrap this up. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time talking about the NFL and that bullshit. The people who loved Muhammad Ali and all the things that he was talking about, and you have a problem with what some of these players are doing, you're a hypocrite. You need to take a long look in the mirror.
Because it was cool to like Ali after a while.
When it was cool to like Ali?
When he was done boxing.
When he was done boxing and he was out of his natural element and
he was sick. He was shaking.
He was sick and shaking because he couldn't talk. When he couldn't talk no more, that's when everybody started loving him. He's the people's champ. He's the greatest of all time. He's the GOAT. Yada, yada, yada. That's when the people started loving him. That's when all the other people started loving him. Because, most of us, we really loved Muhammad Ali.
No, because he was telling the truth from day one.
He was telling the truth. He was telling the truth from day one. And not only was he speaking the truth, he was living the truth, and he put his own legacy on the line behind it. The prime of his career was snatched from him. He had to do so much fucking bullshit to try to feed his family and take care of his family. Yeah. Because they did that shit to him. Because once again, he spoke on matters that upset society and the powers that be.
Well, Kaepernick is going to become a legend. I mean, he's already a legend.
I can't wait till that bag drop.
He's already a legend.
On that collusion. I can't wait till that bag drop.
Do you think they'll let him win that collusion lawsuit?
It's going to have to happen.
If you don't know what the collusion lawsuit is, please look it up. Explain to the people a little bit what the collusion lawsuit is.
Basically, he is trying to prove that all of the owners in the NFL got together and had a unified effort to keep him out of the league.
So I don't know if...
And it was discussions like, yo, nobody...
Don't sign him, yeah.
Nobody...
So he was basically blackballed.
He was blackballed.
He wasn't able to earn a living
right.
In the sport that he loved. And so he's suing the NFL. Him and Eric Reed. Eric Reed is also joined.
Reed is part of that too. And once that gets proven, the CBA is done.
Well, because all right, so that's a collective bargaining agreement.
Right.
For people that don't know.
And the bad thing about it is that if the players are smart, they'd bring the NFL to its knees and get everything they want.
Well, they can do that now. They can walk out now, and I would walk out day one, and you wouldn't have enough time to get replacement players. They could walk out day one. They literally could walk out now. Some kids are new. They get in their mom's houses, and it is a stream of money. We're not saying the contract is shitty as compared to a
I'm
regular
not saying,
job.
and listen. I'm not telling any NFL player to give up millions because of some cause or whatever. Because
everybody's not built like that.
Everybody ain't built like that, and it's people who make $12 an hour that won't take a day off for a cause. So I'm not telling you to walk away from some millions. So don't get that twisted. So moving on.
Morgan Freeman said he didn't do it, but he apologized if he offended some people for some inappropriate jokes and for
my Margaret, don't you look mighty fine in that sundress.
So he apologized for offending some people with some jokes and for he said some playing that might have been misinterpreted.
I'd like to tunnel a hole through your walls.
Man, what is
and redeem my Shawshank.
Wow, dude.
Which is one of my favorite movies.
Andy Dufresne.
The Sisters.
You wildin'.
Got that man.
Listen, bro. So Morgan Freeman said he didn't do it. These are some allegations from years ago, and he said that he's apologizing because if he was taken in the wrong way, he's sorry, but he didn't do anything wrong. And he said it's a shame that 80 years of his life, he's 80 years old, that he's
lying. He is not 80 years old. Morgan Freeman is 888 years old. You're Mr. 8, brother. You're Mr. 8.
He said he's 80 years old, and they're trying to take away his legacy. Now,
my question. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say this. Whenever a woman says she's been accosted, raped, or assaulted or whatever, for coming out alone is a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength. I'm not saying they're lying because I don't know the story.
Right.
But I think nowadays, we talked about this in previous episodes too, a lot of things can be misinterpreted.
Yep.
A lot of things.
Yep. And
it can be taken the wrong way.
Yep.
It's going to really stop the process of men approaching women or saying anything to women.
Sex robots.
It's going to be the sex dolls.
It's over.
Because
now
people are already having less. They're having the number of reproductive or reproduction that's happening nowadays is at its lowest, like one of the all-time lows.
Right. So, and this is my thing. You, from a male's perspective, you have to be able to just really cover your ass, because.
What do you mean by that?
Because you got to know who you're dealing with. And
do
I think
you ever really know who you're dealing with?
Not really, especially when the potential of a bag is in the mix, because some of this shit is just a money grab.
Oh yeah,
okay,
for sure.
And we have to. Yes. Speaking of fucking money grabs, I'm sorry, I'm
He's
over
all
the
over the
place.
He had about 3 energy drinks today.
Old girl who tried to ruin my man's career and then end up coming out saying she lied.
Who?
My man that played for the 49ers.
Foster.
Put her ass under the jail.
They're not going to arrest her.
They should.
They're not going to arrest her.
If we're really talking about equality, she need to suffer consequences.
No, because this is what's going to happen.
It's bullshit, though. She lied.
She still got his Rolex. She lied on the other man, too. She lied on 2 guys. And so one day she was, all right.
And the unfortunate thing about shit like that is twofold. When women like that lie, that makes it that much more difficult for women who have really went through some bullshit to come forth and have the support that they need to get through it. Okay? And on the flip, when women like that lie on men, you're ruining someone's life.
Because you're guilty until you're proven innocent. Or like Grady said on his podcast, you're guilty until you have enough money to prove that you're innocent.
That you're innocent.
So what happened basically is a football player, he went to Alabama, and when he went to the 49ers, he took his girlfriend with him. So they moved to San Francisco, whatever, and they were having problems, whatever. She stole $8,000 from him, took his bank account number, his routing number, stole $8,000. She stole 2 Rolexes from him, which she still has in her possession. And she ended up getting into a fight or an argument on the highway, and it went viral. And so when she came home, he kind of was mad at her. He went to sleep, And when he woke up, he was like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. And she has some pictures of him returning a Corvette. Like, she's basically going to say, like, I'm going to post these pictures of you returning this Corvette saying you're broke or whatever. And so when he woke up, he said, you know what? I don't want to be with you anymore. She screamed that she's going to ruin his career, called the police, said he whooped her. And
threw her down the stairs or some shit.
Threw her down the stairs, and she actually went to jail. I mean, he actually went to jail.
Right.
So she came out on her own and said, she was wrong. It was against her lawyer's.
You're fired.
Her lawyer said, don't do it. Her lawyer told her, don't do it. Don't come on and admit you're wrong or you lied. And she came on and admitted that she lied. She's not going to go to jail. She still has the Rolex watches.
Give that shit back.
And she's been ordered to give it back. They're in Alabama or wherever she's from. But she stole $8,000. They seized that money as well. And she was bitter just because he was breaking up with her.
Right.
Okay. And if you love somebody, how could you do that?
That ain't love.
Like, let's work on it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll leave. Love. But how would you love somebody like that?
That ain't love at all. And this is one thing, okay? Young people, parents, okay? Ladies, if you have a young son, you need to raise him and be a part of his life that will give him the tools to not deal with women who will put him in a fucked up position.
Is that possible though?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay? It is. So women, that part also falls on your shoulders, as well as fathers. Yo, you don't want to mess with her. That ain't the kind of woman that you have to give your children the toolkit to be able to say, you know what? This is not the person that you need to, this is not the type of person that you need to be dealing with, because this is unhealthy for you in multiple levels. It's unhealthy emotionally, it's unhealthy mentally, it's unhealthy spiritually. Hell, in most cases it's physical. It's unhealthy. You have to give your children the toolkit to be able to recognize an unhealthy situation and have the courage and the strength to walk away. You gotta do it.
Well, he was walking away.
I know, but it was too.
I think that lie is kind of the culture. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that type of lie, but like just lying in general in relationships to get what you want. And that's always been the case, I guess. But that, he hit me, he did this to me, that's just becoming the norm now, I guess. And that's scary. Because, and then like the social media, the phones, all of that whole culture, I lump it in together. The exposing of DMs, the screenshotting, people will make you collateral damage for their life. She's going to get a story out of this. She's already getting her fame. She's already getting her news time. She will get a story out of this. She will get an interview. She will be crying on Diane Sawyer's or whoever couch by the end of the summer. Mark my words, I'm telling you that right now. She will be crying somewhere. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I loved him so much. And they might be together. Remember I said that. They might be on the couch together, sitting there crying, holding hands. But you're thinking about it because you can see it in your head. Mm. I'm telling you that now, man. So, you done with the NFL, man?
Yep.
Okay. We done with Morgan Freeman? We can go to Steve Harvey. We can go to Harvey Weinstein.
What else would that do?
He actually got arrested and charged, but I think he's out on bail, and he now has to wear an ankle bracelet. So
really?
Yes, he's wearing an ankle bracelet, and he will have to wear a GPS monitor. He said that it's a little heavy because it's like 9.8 ounces or whatever. So he can't be too far from his house. I think that they were more so pressured to arrest him.
Okay.
Because of the Cosby stuff.
Right.
So I just feel like he was more pressured to do it. So like they were more pressured to arrest him.
Of course, but do you think anything is going to happen?
Yeah.
We'll see.
It might fade away. If Bill Cosby goes to jail, they'll keep pressing the issue. They charged him.
What's the difference between him and Bill Cosby? Just answer the question.
He's white. He's white.
So.
Come on.
I want to know if you could go back, because this is the time people are graduating high school and doing all this other stuff, right? If you can go back to yourself as a graduate, what would you tell yourself? So yeah, let me know what you would say to yourself as a graduate getting ready to embark on this journey of adulthood.
As it relates to everything that we just talked about, or just in general? Because
everything. What's the top 5 things?
I don't even know about 5, man. I didn't even know if we can go 5 because the list will keep going on. But the most important thing I would say would maximize my network.
Okay.
Your network is key.
Yep.
I understand.
Your network is your network.
Yeah, so going to school is critical for me. Education is critical for me. It doesn't mean you're gonna get money. We already talked about that before. But maximize your network. I learned a lot from other people. So I've learned a lot from the situations we just talked about as far as appropriation, becoming submissive to your job or your situation, understanding when you should walk away and things of that nature. The Morgan Freeman situation, all that shit is all that shit is critical, but I think the number one thing that I would really deal with is my network.
Okay.
Get my network together. What would you tell yourself?
Don't trust a big button to smile. That girl.
Nah, you gon'
Don't trust him.
When we was coming up, we didn't have no problems. I mean, people did. We didn't, but people had them problems. It wasn't on the news. Still I rise.
Okay. For me, the network thing is a good point. I would probably tell myself, because I've always been a grinder. I'm out here to go get it. Okay. I would tell myself to go harder. In my younger days, I gave people a lot longer leash, so to speak. I would have shortened that shit up a long time ago.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm too nice.
I definitely would have been like, nah, you got to go hard on everything you do because tomorrow's not promised.
Everybody's not as militant as you either, though.
You know what? I'm okay with that. But I'm talking to a younger me. I'm talking to a younger me.
This is not husky comp. This is the skinny comp.
This is me talking to that comp in the picture
at Troy's. That's skinny comp.
I'm talking to that guy. that guy was some trouble.
Man, I can see it in your face now.
That guy was some trouble.
Man,
I was a lady killer.
Oh, here you go, man. Next topic, man.
Why you want the next topic? Because the ladies love comp. They still love comp.
Oh my God.
They love me even more then.
Pusha T versus Drake. Pusha's album cover. Now the album cover was of Whitney Houston's bathroom when she OD'd. Now wait. Before you, I know you. I see it in your eyes.
It wasn't when she OD'd.
It wasn't?
I think it was just a random picture of her bathroom with all that on there.
I thought it was when she OD'd.
Well, maybe it was. Okay.
Whatever it was, but Kanye West
crack is whack.
Kanye West bought the picture for $85,000. People are mad because Pusha T didn't buy it. He didn't put it on the album. Kanye was just, being artistic or whatever he thought it was going to do. I don't know how they got out that it was Whitney's bathroom. Because you could have just put it up and it could have been like one of those like myths or legends that you didn't know the truth or not. So people are like, why Kanye do that? Why did her family sell it? He bought the picture from her family for $85,000.
So what are you mad about?
It's disrespectful. It is. It's like people
disrespectful to who?
To her legacy. It's kind of tainting her.
So who disrespected it first?
I'm with you. But they disrespected it first, but by him putting it on a large album, they disrespected it more. But it's like people taking pictures at funerals, at caskets and stuff.
That's why I'm getting grilled.
That's disrespectful.
But they sold a picture of her bathroom for 85 bands.
Yes.
To Kanye West.
Yes.
What the fuck did they think he was gonna do with it?
Did he tell him?
And
he could do what he wants to with it.
You didn't ask.
Maybe
you took the money. You didn't ask no questions when you got them 85 bands. There was no questions. I guess your only question you had was how much? 85? Here's the routing number. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Now, do I think it's in poor taste? Yeah, you know. But who didn't know Whitney liked drugs? That ain't no myth. That's a fact. And she said it herself. Crack is whack.
So now I just pulled it up, and they said that the family is slamming Kanye West for using the photo of Houston's drug-riddled bathroom for Pusha T's new album art. Elliot is the son of Dionne Warwick and one of Houston's first cousins. According to Pusha T, West spent a whopping $85,000 to license the image for the new album, which Kanye produced. The photo was reportedly taken in 2006 and appeared in the Inquirer for the first time. And I don't see really drugs in the picture, but I don't know, man. So what he's saying is that she sent me the picture from the album cover, and I immediately got sick to my stomach, and I became frantic. So they licensed the picture, so they don't know who had the rights to the pictures from what I'm seeing. So you're a little tough. You're a little rougher than me when it comes to things like this.
They took the money. Don't matter.
So they were saying I actually watched the train wreck happen, and they saying it was too far.
But you sold it.
So according to Pusha T, West changed the artwork of the photo at the last minute. He changed my artwork last night at 1 a.m. He wasn't feeling it. He explained to Angie Martinez. The original artwork, it was a picture that they agreed on. So he picked the photographer. He took the pictures, and I was like, yo, those are fresh. So he basically said Kanye picked the photographer. They took the pictures. He sold Kanye. Those are fresh. They made the album cover. And, you know, Kanye West changed it at 1 a.m.
I thought he was the boss.
Who?
I thought Pusha T was the boss.
He's the president. He's not the CEO.
So he ain't the boss.
He's the president. But any label could change the title if you sign to somebody. I mean, Jay-Z's album cover can get changed. That doesn't mean nothing. Maybe not at this point, but
just saying.
So was that harsh or not?
To what? Pass the buck?
Well, he told the truth because they asked Pusha T, how do you feel about Kanye's comments about Trump and all that? And he was like, I'm not feeling it. 100%. I disagree with that shit.
Yeah.
So he telling the truth. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so,
I mean, I don't want him to lie, but you know.
So,
but okay, moving forward, Pusha T, Drake.
You so cold-hearted, man.
I mean, listen.
Is that disrespectful?
Okay,
is that disrespectful to her
Wait
legacy?
a minute. Hold up.
That's disrespectful to her legacy.
She disrespected her own legacy.
She deserved more respect than that, though, bro.
She disrespected her own legacy.
But it happens. People make mistakes. You don't know why she's on drugs, whatever. But she's not here to defend herself.
She not. But
that's her house.
That's part of her legacy.
People can live filthy as they want to.
Yeah. But her people sold the picture.
No, they bought the rights to it. I don't know if they got them from her family or not, but it said that he bought the rights to use the art.
Who's in control of the estate?
The National Enquirer said they took the pictures and it appeared in the Enquirer, so maybe I don't know how they got in the house. So there's a whole bunch of stuff there. But the fact that that's tasteless. It's tasteless. That's how I feel. So moving on to the battle. Is it 1-1? Did Drake win? Did Pusha T win? What? Because Pusha been coming at Drake for a while.
For a long time.
He been poking him. And I feel like he's on that short list because I think even Drake might have. He came right back at Meek. Meek wasn't prepared for that.
Nope.
And Meek can rap. He can battle rap too. So I thought he would.
And Meek had the inside track about all the info.
Yeah. Did he get that from Nicki?
Of course.
Pillow talking.
All that pillow
talking.
talking.
Watch brush his waves the wrong way.
Pillow talking like a motherfucker.
And he didn't come to some party or something. So anyway, he came at Pusha. It took Pusha 2 or 3 songs to get him. I heard that he jabbed back at Big Sean. I haven't heard anything, but he really didn't come at Big Sean too heavy. And he's never going to say nothing to Kendrick. I'll tell you that right now.
It's coming.
No. He cannot defeat you. What?
Has Kendrick directly said something to Drake?
Yes.
What song?
I don't remember the song, but he said he talking to all of them. He said something to all of them. I think he came at Drake on the whole song.
I don't think Drake was in.
Didn't he say his name on the when Fab was like, I'm still looking for the studio? Remember when he said something about he'd run New York and this, that, this? I think Kendrick has thrown shots at everybody. So I know for a fact that Drake is not going to come back at Kendrick. Can't defeat him. And they're showing chinks in the armor right now.
In whose armor?
Drake's.
Nah.
He doesn't write his raps all the time. Does that matter for the gods, the rap gods? The Eminems, the Jay-Z's, the Nas's.
Okay, but see, this is what I think.
The DMX's, because he is up there. At one point in time, he was.
Man, DMX won't crack.
But we not talking about his crack. We talking about his legendary pen.
DMX does not have a legendary pen.
DMX is not a great rapper?
I didn't say he isn't a great rapper, but he does not have a legendary pen.
Yes, he does.
You compare his pen to Jay-Z's?
No, Jay-Z has a better catalog.
That ain't what I asked you.
From the short body of work, yes.
DMX has a better pen.
I didn't say better.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's comparable. It's in the room.
It ain't.
It's in the room with them.
Fuck no, it ain't.
It's in the room with them.
No, it ain't. It's in the building, but it ain't in the room.
That's still, all right, still, we in the building. With all the rap, we in the building.
Look, listen. Every building got a bathroom and a closet.
In the building. It's in the house. It's in the mansion with them. You gonna give DMX his respect.
I'm not disrespecting DMX.
500,000 first week for 2 albums in the same year? Come on, cuz. Diamond. DMX went diamond.
Listen, I'm not disrespecting DMX.
Man, when I think about it, bro, yes, he has it, yes.
His pen.
How can Biggie be in there with 2 albums, but DMX can't?
I didn't say Biggie was.
Biggie's not in the same building?
Biggie is in the same building.
Biggie's not in the same room as Jay and I?
Biggie's pen is nicer than DMX's pen.
I didn't say it wasn't. Pause. I didn't say it wasn't.
The juice is loose right now. This is nice. I like this.
I didn't say it wasn't.
You see how excited I got?
You got on track, dude. Troy gonna have to mix this down.
I like this shit. This is the shit that I'm talking about.
So
I want all the smoke.
All right, come on, Denzel Training Day. I'm asking you.
Pine oil.
You telling me DMX is not in the...
DMX's pen is not comparable to Nas. DMX's pen is not comparable. When you think top 5, DMX is nowhere in that conversation. Nowhere.
That doesn't mean...
Hold up. No. You said pen. You didn't say career.
Writing.
Say career? Yeah. Pen? Not at all. Not even close. Not even close.
Yeah, I'm saying it is.
Not even close.
Man.
And I'm a DMX fan. Like, let's get it for real now. Not even close. DMX ain't even in the top 10 of all time.
That's hard. Yeah, that's hard to say. Yeah.
He's not.
But you can't just go top 10. Everybody's top 10 is different.
You talking about pen game, DMX pen game is not in the top 10. It's just not.
DMX first 2 albums?
Phenomenal. I'm going to use your word.
That puts him in there.
It does not.
That puts him in there.
Does not.
Yes.
Does not.
Yes.
Okay.
Name me another rapper that got 2 classic albums. Outside of Nas. Do Nas got 2 classic albums?
Yes, he does.
Give them to me.
Illmatic, It Was Written, and Stillmatic. Classics. And for shits and giggles, fucking the Lost Tapes.
No, you like Lost Tapes.
The Lost Tapes is classic material that got bootleg, bro. Come on, man.
Nas, Jay-Z, 2 classic albums. Anybody else outside of that? Is Biggie first album a classic?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay. Does Pac has 2 classic albums?
Pac does have 2 classic albums.
Who else? Kanye has two classic albums.
Kanye got a fucking catalog.
Yes, he does.
And he got ghostwriters.
Yeah, but we're not talking. That's why his pen's not mentioned. Pause. That's why his pen's not mentioned.
Kanye was touching somebody else's pen.
He just thanked Drake and Twitter for writing 30 hours and Father Church My Hand.
So
give me somebody else with 2 classic albums. Jadakiss does not have 2 classic albums.
Okay, I'll give you that. Snoop has 2 classic albums.
But Snoop is a legend. He's there.
But you said name somebody.
Yeah, but I'm looking for 10 of them.
Outkast?
No, that doesn't count. Them as a group. They don't have solo albums.
Okay. Solo artists. Okay. Snoop has 2 classic albums.
We're at 4.
Huh?
That's 4 people. Eminem has 2 classic albums.
Eminem does not have 2 classic albums.
What?
Not at all.
What?
Eminem does. To me, Eminem does not have a classic album. Eminem has a good album, but he doesn't have a classic album.
Oh, are you serious?
This has been my position for a long time, and people get mad and I don't give 2 fucks or 2 shits in a cup.
All right, take that.
Ice Cube has 2 classic albums.
Because they're militant.
Busta Rhymes has 2 classic albums.
Give me his second classic.
Give me The Coming. The Coming.
Extinction Level?
The Coming.
No.
Hold up. The Coming.
No.
Is not?
No.
When disaster strikes.
When disaster strikes, I'll give you
Okay,
that.
an extinction level event.
Okay, I'll give you them too.
Ha!
I'll give you them too.
And Anarchy was dope as fuck.
He had some good singles. He had some monster singles that carried them albums.
Come on, man.
I can listen to him all the way. He had some monster singles.
I'm cheesing your whole argument.
No, you're
right
not.
now,
That's still
bro.
5. Give me 5 more. DMX is in there. Is he not? And he made more movies in that time frame. If he was working on music then.
Ja Rule made movies. What does that mean?
But what I'm saying
Monica!
But that takes time away from the music, though.
Who else has 2 classic albums?
Does Ja have 2 classic albums?
No.
Okay, I was finna say, I was gonna throw this microphone out this window.
No.
Ja has some albums.
He does.
He does have good albums.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I mean, it's Dave Chappelle. Let's call Ja Rule. See what he has to say about this.
Who else has 2 classic albums?
Trey got to mix this down because we yelling.
Who else has 2 classic albums? Common has 2 classic albums.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
He does.
I knew.
And coming soon.
Like Water for Chocolate.
Uh-huh.
And B.
And B. And listen, you're gonna get a teaser because I'm gonna drop this. It's a video that I'm about to drop because I want to know which album people think are better. Like Water for Chocolate is completely produced by Jay Dilla. B is completely produced by Kanye West. I want to know who made that better album with Common. And that's coming. Y'all gonna hear this first. The video is gonna drop real soon. It's tough. It's tough. You going look tomorrow? Go home and sit down and
got
just
a little head, but I wasn't really cheating. That B album was tough, and it made it tougher when they did the Jordan commercial off the little intro.
The B album is fucking crazy. But Like Water for Chocolate is a monster.
It is.
Like Water for Chocolate put him over the hump as far as like being mentioned.
More time,
so okay. So let me ask you this.
Hold on, we had 6. Can you give me at least 2 more? Because X is in there.
Let me see. 2 classic albums. 50.
Yep. Okay, I'll give you that. His first 2.
50 got 2 classic albums.
I know that second one. I don't even know if the second one was a classic, but them 4 songs, that 50, Baltimore love song.
50 got 2 classic albums.
50, okay, yeah, because I think
50 got 2 classic albums.
Name was on there too,
and he was doing movies at the same time.
A little bit, but he's been sober longer than DMX. DMX was on crack from the jump.
50 doesn't do anything. Let me see.
That we know.
Young Jeezy has 2 classic albums. You can't deny it.
I'll give you Jeezy.
Ha!
That don't mean he's at the DMX.
I'll take Jeezy over DMX.
Oh my God.
I would take Jeezy over DMX.
Oh my God. The way you almost fell asleep at the Jeezy concert. You would take, okay. And I'm a Jeezy fan. I would go T.I. over Jeezy.
T.I. got 2 classics.
Does he? Give them to me.
Trap music?
Trap music is 1, for sure.
T.I. versus T.I.P. or King? Which one?
I'd go King. But King,
King.
King is loosely what's the movie he had out?
The ATL?
It's loosely ATL soundtrack. So I will, because his title track was on ATL, the movie, and it kind of boosted.
That shit was dope.
But okay, that's 8. X is in there. X is in there.
Does Kendrick have 2 classic albums?
Some people say Section 80 was a classic.
It is. That's my favorite Kendrick album.
I haven't listened to that thoroughly.
It's great.
I liked The Pimp a Butterfly.
Section 80 is my favorite Kendrick album.
I like the Tupac's interviews in there.
Yeah. Section 80 is my favorite Kendrick album. And so many people have not had the pleasure of enjoying that album. You need to check it out. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorites.
I like the first one too. I like Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, those are 2 classics.
So damn, was it?
To me, no.
Okay. The X is in there. That's 8.
That's 9.
We Ice Cube's up for debate.
Ice Cube, the fuck ain't up for debate.
Give me his 2.
America's Most Wanted.
America's Most Wanted.
Predator. You could go Predator. You could go fucking Lethal Injection. Come on.
I'm a huge Cube fan, and I think the West Coast got him in.
He has 2 classic albums.
Okay, that's still 8 with him. X is
no, that's not.
That it or
that's 10.
No, it ain't.
Kendrick was 9.
You had 6. I said give me 2 more. Give me the 8.
No. Okay, we said
no.
No.
You got Jeezy, T.I., you got Kendrick.
We
that's
over
9.
10.
That's 9.
No, that's not.
That was 6 plus 3.
Hold up. Ready? Nas,
J.
Pac.
Yep.
50. Cube.
That's what, okay.
Okay, hold on. No.
Cube?
Here we hold on. Here we go. We go Nas, J, Pac, Busta Rhymes.
Somebody's up for question, but go ahead.
Common
is okay. That's
okay.
fine.
Jeezy.
T.I.
50.
Yep.
Who else did we say? We said Kendrick.
Did you say Kendrick?
I didn't say Kendrick yet.
Okay, Kendrick.
Snoop.
And Snoop.
Cube.
X is in there. I don't care. That's 11.
I'm just saying.
X is in there.
Listen. You will not listen. It's Dark and Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh. Great bodies of work.
Those are classic albums. That's 2. He's amongst who? Them Damien songs? Who can write that? And Eminem is in there too.
Eminem is not in there.
Yes, he is.
Not to me.
Yes. And I'm a big Cube fan. Cube's not in there then if you not give me Eminem.
You're crazy.
And I'm just saying that because I like Cube. Cube is in there. But who else is up for Busta?
Bus is in there.
DMX.
When Disaster Strikes and Extension Level Event are classics.
So, all right, it's Dark and Hell is Hot. Does Ice Cube or Busta Rhymes have an album better than that? Got him, coach. And we were talking about
Hold up. It's Dark.
The best album from DMX, Cube, and Busta. Who wins? X changed the whole culture.
He did. But
And he can make a dope love song.
whose blueprint did he follow?
You tell me.
Tupac?
I think the best.
There is no DMX if Tupac is still alive. Not even up for debate. Come on, bro. Thank you.
Is Jay-Z as big as he is without Biggie dying?
Nope. But honestly, I think that I don't know how relevant Biggie would be today.
Oh.
Because hold up, and this is why I say that. Cause Puff has been known to fuck niggas on their contract.
Yeah.
And Biggie was on his way to finding out what Puff was really about. Them 2 albums, and it was about to be a rap.
So let's get back on topic. I know we've been off. Y'all probably laughing at us right now, but excuse me. Pusha T and Drake.
I'm giving it to the Canadian right now.
Because he's light skinned?
Nope.
1-1. The Canadian.
That's what you got?
I'll give it a 1-1.
Okay.
Because Push went at it without a problem, and Push can rap.
Push can absolutely rap.
Yes. So I'm giving it 1-1. Does Drake have 2 classic albums?
That's what I was wondering. So Far Gone is a classic.
And
that's a mixtape.
And what's the other one with He's Looking in the Mirror?
Take Care?
Take Care.
That's dope.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
The boy got a hell of a body of work.
He does.
I don't, and listen, and see, and this
He
is
does.
the thing.
I like Drake.
And this is the thing that, like, when we're talking about rap gods and whatever, I feel like Drake has positioned himself outside of just rap.
Yeah.
Because of his singing abilities.
Yeah.
He's positioned himself as an artist.
Yeah.
That's above genres and shit like that. I mean, like, when you got like old white ladies loving you, that's saying some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he going Ellen and, oh my God! Like, you know, that ain't happening with everybody.
Yeah.
That ain't happening with DMX.
It did in the 90s.
But that wasn't old.
Old women,
That's what I'm saying.
Up in here.
They love him.
They love DMX too back then.
But
he was stuck.
The women that love DMX back in the 90s are old white women now.
Nah.
I've seen it.
Nah, he's got some.
I have proof.
He got some fans.
I got the footage.
All right, last topic.
Let's do it.
I don't even think you even care about this, but the royal wedding.
I don't care about that shit.
I figured you didn't, man. Did you know that royal weddings are usually held on weekdays? And this royal wedding was held on the weekend. Is it because she's black and they didn't want people to be late? No, that's not it. That was a rhetorical.
I don't know.
You don't really care about that.
I don't give 2 shits about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's still a milestone because the royal family, he married a black woman. Are you finna say is she really black? That's what you about to say.
No, this is what I was gonna say. What is her relationship with that side of the family?
Her mom was there. Her mom was black.
Just because her mama was there, that don't mean shit.
Her dad wasn't there because he be wilding, and they told me he had health issues.
He white. Her dad white.
And he be wilding, and he wasn't invited. He was the one tripping. The mama was all for it.
Right. The mama from Compton.
Yeah, the mama was all for it.
But what I'm saying is that
she from Compton.
I know. But what I'm saying is, what is her relationship with her mother's side of the family?
Was any of them there?
I don't think so.
I ain't see no cornrows. I
did not see Stacey Adams in the goddamn reception pictures. I'm just saying, bro.
Zoot suits and pinstripe suits.
Steve Harvey suits.
You ain't seen no Steve Harvey suits on Stacey Adams?
Hell no, them shits wasn't at the royal wedding.
People there.
Man,
did you see how they were talking about Elba's wife? Idris Elba?
Yo,
his wife had on the whole Gucci fit, and they was blazing her. They was killing her.
Well, fuck it.
Fuck it.
But I'm telling you, they wasn't there.
I did not see that.
They probably couldn't leave the country.
They could have made that happen.
They from Compton. They didn't leave the country. That's why I said, what's her relationship with the rest of her family? Because just having her mama there, they ain't, nah, man.
There was some other black people there. They replaced them with
family.
Oprah.
I'm talking about family. Look, you can't just, fuck all that.
That's a social media project for us. We're going to find our family on social media and see what they talking. Because you ain't talking shit.
Listen.
I want to know. Did y'all go to the wedding?
I don't care.
That's a great question.
It ain't even
Somebody let me know. Cause y'all woke up at 4 a.m. to watch this wedding. Somebody said
talking shit. Somebody that ain't even go to sleep. Was it 4 a.m? West Coast time?
4 a.m.
West Coast time?
Like United States time, just in general. I think it's probably later West Coast. Like you know what I'm saying. But it was 4 a.m. like Michigan.
Okay, so if it was 4 a.m. Michigan, that means it was 1 a.m. So motherfuckers came back from the club and started watching the royal wedding.
Oh yeah.
They showed that shit in the club.
So a white dude was like, I wouldn't even get up at 4 a.m. to watch my own wedding.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, so that's a good question. If anybody knows, please let me know. Did her family come from Compton? I need to know this. If she didn't, they had the black reverend, they had the black choir there. You know, they tried to blacken it up as much as possible.
They tried to pepper it in there.
They tried to.
The 1 in 3 domino.
Domino. Because, we can go to conspiracies. They say that's why the Princess Di was murdered, because she was going to marry a Muslim. And they didn't want any color in their family. And the Prince of England or the King of England could possibly have a Muslim brother, or half brother or whatever. So that's kind of why she got killed in the tunnel, as they say. But I want to know. Did some cousin come
Newsflash. He wants to know.
I want to know.
I don't give a shit.
No, listen. I want to know if one of the cousins went to the reception y'all ain't got no red hot up in here. I want to know.
There was no red hot.
Making that noise.
There was no fried chicken.
Making that noise.
There was no greens.
Y'all ain't got no Kool-Aid up in here?
Cameo was not played at the reception.
No, that's why I did the hustle?
There was no Cupid Shuffle in that bitch. Nobody played the wobble. Just ow.
No Cupid Shuffle?
Strawberry.
No.
Raspberry.
No hustle?
None of that shit was happening. None of it.
Cha-cha slide?
Kibosh.
Where that nigga at with part 2?
Out of here. I'm going to make part 7.
that nigga got his money.
That nigga detoxed the new hustle. Part 2 coming on the way.
Nigga said that with 1 foot out the door. I'm gone.
And we out of here. He even told you we out of here. Peace.
Part 2 on the way.
I fucking hate that song. I hate it so much I want to make me one so I can just fucking go off in the sunset and never have to do shit again for the rest of my life.
Hey,
that shit was on a McDonald's commercial.
He got paid.
He told you, and we out of here.
That nigga said.
Peace.
That nigga said, them niggas still waiting on part 2. That's a t-shirt. Still waiting on part 2.
You know what? That bag is secured.
Where's that nigga at? I'm about to find who made this song. What's his name?
Casper.
That nigga name was Casper.
And you know what he told y'all? And we out of here. Peace.
Be on the lookout for part 2.
Be
Who
on
say
the
that?
He said that. Niggas is still looking.
Hey man, on that
I'm making me a hustle. So be looking for part 1.
Oh my
and on that note, we out of here. Peace.
Troy gotta mix this down because we wildin' now. But listen, Follow us on the social medias. If you're listening to this on YouTube, go to the iTunes. If you're listening on iTunes, thanks for listening on iTunes.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
www.twobrightguys.com. Be on the lookout for more parties, more T-shirts, more merch, more everything.
We taking over all this shit.
Dang, that's crazy, man. Nobody did a cha-cha slide at her wedding. Ain't that about it?
Can I say one more thing before we get out of here? And we out of here.
Be on the lookout for part 2 of this podcast.
Be on the lookout.